We're back with another example involving definite integral properties. Got a function given in the graph form. This time we can see f of x here in black. It starts off with a value of 1 when x is equal to -1, and then it consists of 3 line segments, one which is horizontal, one which has a slope of -1, and one which has a slope of 1. And that's all that f of x is. It's only defined and continuous on the interval from -1 to 3. And our charge is to find the integral from -1 to 3 of twice f of x plus 3 dx. Okay, so we know that the definite integral matches up with the area between a function and the x-axis. Okay, so if we're interested in we have f of x here, if we're interested in the integral from -1 to 3 of f of x dx, then we're interested in the area overall between the function and the x-axis, which means we're looking at this trapezoid right here and this triangle right there. All right, and our goal is to come up with an area for these two regions, and that's going to give us our definite integral, and then we can start to work with our properties. So here we go. We have a trapezoid. We can do the whole sum of the bases and times 1/2 times the height. I think the quick way to do it here is that we have a square here with a side of 1, and then we have a triangle. So this has an area of 1. This triangle has an area of 1/2, so we have 1.5 right there. And if we look at our triangle right here, there is a base of 2 and a height of 1. So 1/2 times 2 times 1 gives us an area of 1. So the the trapezoid region has an area of 1.5, and the triangle has an area of 1. However, because this area, or this region, is below the x-axis, we're actually going to be looking at it as -1. So 1.5 combined with -1 means that our definite integral is equal to 1/2. Okay? So now let's put that into play with our properties. So we can break this up. We have twice the integral from -1 to 3 of f of x dx plus the integral from -1 to 3 of 3 dx. Okay, we broke up our integral into two integrals. We're allowed to do that because we have a sum, and we're allowed to move the coefficient out in front of the integral symbol. Okay, we know that the integral from -1 to 3 of f of x dx, we just found that out to be equal to 1/2. So that means that we have twice 1/2 plus, and getting used to this, again, this integral of a constant, the difference of the bounds, 3 minus -1 is 4. So we have 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Twice 1/2 is 1. Plus 12 more gives us lucky number 13 as our answer. Okay, so with these 3 examples, hopefully that will help you with the properties homework. You can work on that for next class, and we'll go from there.